Hi, everybody. Welcome again to our podcast. On today's episode, we'll be speaking about partnerships at Zeliot, more specifically, how we identify partners, what's in store for customers, and how partners are benefited from working with us. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Condense Streams. I'm Yash, and I'm joined here with Akshay today. Akshay has been with Zeliot for nearly 7 years now, nearly since inception, and has seen our sales journey and our product evolve from its early days to where we are today. As of today, Akshay handles primarily partner channels and ecosystem development for Zeliot. So Akshay, thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you, Yash. It's a pleasure to be part of this.
So since you've been working on developing our partner channels recently, we've worked or spoken to various different types of partners so far. How do we start off to identify? How do we start identifying the right kind of partners for us to work with?
Right. So when we started off with this partnership program, so before that, as a prerequisite, we were mainly doing direct sales, because the product was still in its MVP stage, it was being validated, and the large enterprises was something we were directly talking to them, and we were focusing predominantly in the Indian region. So direct sales worked for us. But now we are at that stage where the product is well accepted for larger enterprises as well, and we want to go global. And that is where the partnership program makes sense. And initially, our understanding of the partnership program or a partner was just that we give our product and they take it to the market. But once we started having conversations, we started also realizing that this is a larger game altogether. So broadly classifying, I think there are 5 different personas in the partnership. So it could be a reseller, it could be independent consultants, it could be, say, global system integrators, it could be global strategic partners, and also largely the cloud players or the hyperscalers that we typically refer to. So an independent consultant is someone who has been there, done that. So he has worked with large enterprises previously, and now he's independently consulting companies, and they are mostly into a lot of legwork. So we partner with them on a global scale, and they open up the right opportunities. They have a thorough understanding of the product. Resellers are basically who work with some small margins on top of us.
Yeah.
Then system integrators are more often than not some value addition. So they have a product which can coexist with our Condense platform. And then we basically add both of them and enhance the value. Absolutely. So that evolves into a better synergy for the enterprise as well. And in the long run, it is more tightly coupled for the customer as well. Then it could be global strategic partners, say, for example, Bosch that we closely work with. Bosch is also an investor with us. So the global Bosch teams, their GTM teams are aligned to sell Condense to all the customers, right? So these are some strategic partnerships, and also the hyperscalers, because they already have some infra. Ultimately, the bottom line for any data platform or anything digital to run is a cloud. Yeah. And all of these hyperscalers already have the infra that is required. So all of these hyperscalers also, it is more often than not a joint architecture with their managed services and Condense also coexisting with it and creating that value. So if you think of this, it's a huge umbrella. So these are some broadly classified partnership personas that we work with. And yeah, we have been focusing on this predominantly in the last 3-4 quarters, and it is working well for us.
I think that was very clear and concise, Akshay. So when you're working with so many different types of partners or categories of partners, how do we ensure that customers are getting the most of our product?
Right. See, that's an interesting one. So how we would like to perceive it is, it is first an understanding that not every expertise can be built in-house.
Yeah.
All right. So today the expertise that I have is on the product itself. The core of what we offer is the product. I have some level of expertise on my GTM, but it is not sufficient for us to reach a global scale.
Yeah.
And ultimately, customers are interested to buy my product, subscribe to my product only if I'm adding value.
Yeah.
So if I have this expertise on the technology side, the complete technology control, and I can also, to an extent, suggest people on how it could be sold, and they open up those opportunities on who is the consumer. So that is one value addition. So that is on the commercial side. On the technology side, say today, again, coming back to the expertise I have on the core offering, which is the technology or the product in itself. But post the product is deployed on and the customers start using it, there is a lot of servicing that is required, maintenance, uptime, and all of that. So that comes into the professional services segment.
Right.
So that is something that does not exist within Zeliot, right? So that kind of a partnership adds value because ultimately the consumer wants it to run as expected for a long period of time.
Yeah.
We have our partnership signed up for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and all of that. And doing that in-house wouldn't be a possibility. So that is one area where a lot of value gets created.
So we can collaborate with partners to bring maximum value to the customer.
Absolutely.
We come in as a tech provider and partners can build on top of us
Right. That's how
to
it
handle
works.
their specific requirement.
Exactly. Yes.
That's quite clear. And is there something that you would want future partners to know about us? What are we working on? What's in store for them?
Right. So here I think the buzzword is AI today.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that we are also doing involves integration of artificial intelligence and all of that. So the entire way in which the product roadmap is being finalized, at least for the next 12 to 18 months, is purely on the AI framework. So it is going to help a lot of our partners, or it is going to easen out the process of deploying the product itself.
Yeah.
That is one way the partner should look at it. So it is ultimately making life easier for all of us. So the building the product itself, since we are integrating certain foundational AI tools into it, so that becomes much easier for anyone to sell as well and consume as well, because that creates value. So you're getting done something in a lot quicker time and not compromising on the output of the value that is created. So that is one area where I think we are touching a lot of value creation for that sense.
Right. Very, very interesting. And you spoke about integration and how our AI will help partners with the integration process, migration, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So we sell ourselves on being easy to integrate.
Right.
Now, one might ask, why is a product that is mature, easy to integrate like ours, require a partner? I think you touched on that largely when you said that they come with industry-specific services.
Absolutely.
But is there anything? Is there any other type of value when it comes to integration that a partner might add? Let's say, for example, the migrating side of things. Can partners help customers eventually on migration initially, and integration services and so on?
Correct. That absolutely works, because more often than not, our product is suited for large enterprises, and as we understand, the large enterprises are again on multi-cloud.
Yeah.
So when and I can't have the in-house expertise on all of these cloud capabilities, right?
Yeah.
So it depends on a lot of our customers, which cloud they are working on and all of that. So that is where this value creation again comes into a picture. So migration is a good point that you touched upon. So if there are expertise in my partner services who have this migration services provisioning for all the hyperscalers, then I would like to partner with him and just tell them, hey, look at this. This is a large enterprise that I'm probably going to onboard in the next few weeks, and they are currently on so and so cloud, and they want to migrate to so and so cloud.
Yeah.
So on that front, if I can collaborate with them on the expertise, and migration becomes seamless. Instead of at that point in time, I start looking for people, hiring for people, train them on the product and so on. So that's I don't think so that is necessary in today's world. It's all about speed and how you are not going to compromise on the quality as well.
Yeah.
So that creates a lot of value.
Customer delight is paramount. Your sales cycle and conversion time becomes so long.
Much lesser. Yeah.
Much better, much effective with partners.
Exactly. Yes.
So Akshay, do you have any case studies or examples of how the partner ecosystem was helpful for both us and the customer?
Yeah, absolutely. So this was an interesting one. The story is almost 3 years back now. So when Condense was fairly new, we were still a 3.5, 4-year-old company. The team was young. So we were talking to a large commercial vehicle OEM.
Yeah.
And we were chasing them for almost say 4 or 5 months. There was a small pilot as well done on the product, but ultimately we got to know that they are very apprehensive to onboard with us because of the product itself. So because of the age of the product basically. So having said that, coincidentally we happened to meet an SI, a system integrator, who was working with that OEM for over a decade.
Yeah.
So when we told them about our conversation with the OEM, so they were very happy to start validating the product and see if that could probably coexist with their offering as well, and they take it to the OEM.
Yeah.
So, and this we spent around 4 to 6 weeks on this front. So the SI that we were working with validated, Condense, defined the use cases which could be consumed by the OEM and all of that. And finally, we came up with a report saying this product is a right fit for the OEM use case as well. And when this SI again went back to the OEM and took our name saying, look at this is a platform that we have also been validating parallelly in the last 6 to 8 weeks. And this seems to be a good fit for the use case that you're trying to define today.
Yeah.
So when that kind of a validation and vouching happened, the OEM was all hands, right?
Yeah.
So they were all in to onboard us as well. So that apprehension, which was 4 weeks or 6 weeks before, turned into a proper validation in a very short while. So that's the power of partnership. So that is where I think this scaling also is required on our partner program. And if this is something that we are able to replicate on a global level, then nothing like it. There is no stopping for us.
Great.
Yeah.
After all that we've discussed, Akshay, one question remains. What is in it for the partners?
Right. So I would like to answer this in a very brutal way.
Yeah.
See, there is always somebody looking for something, right? So there are people we know that who want a platform like Condense.
Yeah.
There are few people who know that a platform like this exists.
Yeah.
So both of us do not know each other.
Yeah.
Right? So I do not know the end consumer.
Yeah.
I do not know the partner who's looking for me.
Yeah.
Right? And the partner also has something in his kitty, which is probably not the entire thing that the consumer wants.
Yeah.
And that missing part is probably Condense.
Yes.
So these are the kind of opportunities that we are trying to tap in, right? So that co-creation and co-value creation basically is what is available for the partners, right?
Yeah.
And also in the commercial sense, of course, no one wants to work without commercials, right? So we are not doing charity at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it is business that we are trying to do because we want to survive at the end of the day. So those, in terms of margins or in terms of whatever kind of commercial modalities, we are open to that. So we are not that huge enterprise where I want to command everything. So we are open up for conversation. So it could just be a margin on top of what I'm going to sell.
Yeah.
So it could be dynamic for every deal.
Yeah.
So it could be a fixed pricing and they put their own margins and I don't have to bother about it. So we are okay for such kind of a partnership.
Yeah.
So I'm okay for a single pricing to the end consumer, then we internally have a revenue share.
Yeah.
So all kind of modalities we are open. That is on the commercial side. And on the overall technology partnership side, right?
Yeah.
Or on the strategic way of doing it. So we enable that complete ecosystem or the pool of resources that is required for any partner to succeed, right? So if he is opening up a greenfield opportunity or a brownfield opportunity, whatever expertise is required to onboard that customer, that is something I'll enable.
Yeah.
So it could be migration services. I have people who can do it. So not everything is available in-house, but for the last 3-4 years since we have been doing that, we already have those kind of expertise built in or collaborations built in within the partnership program.
Yeah.
So it could be migration or it could be deployment, it could be hand-holding people on the technology, because more often than not, people who are front-facing might not be the expertise.
Yeah.
So in case there is an expectation of my internal member required to represent the partner's entity and then have it sold to the customer, that is something we are willing to do. That is how the partnerships work, and that has provided success to us. So what's in it for the partners? It's all about value creation.
Yeah.
It's all about closing the customer, keeping the customer tightly coupled, and ensuring we sustain for a longer period.
Great.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that was very informative. Do you have any closing statements that you would like to share with our partners?
Right. So I think it's a very exciting phase to be in, because it's been close to 8 years. Zeliot has been conducting its operations now. So now we have our business verticals thoroughly split into direct sales and partnerships. Partnerships is fairly new. So we are in, and this fairly new vertical is an indication on that cusp of growth, right?
Yeah.
So it's a global growth that we are also anticipating, and we would love to collaborate and work with our partners. So I would like to close by saying, let's co-create, coexist, and co-sell. That's it.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us again. And
Thank you. Thank you, Yash.
hope to see you soon.
Yeah.